Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Pothead, back at you on Halloween with something I thought y'all would enjoy. I'm getting a lot of requests to tell this story, and this was the time that I hung out with Lucky. If you follow my Finsta, you would see that I got his shirt after the show, no homo. But yeah, so this day started out pretty regular. I was up in the mountains having a meeting or some shit. I can't even remember. It was a minute ago. I think I might have just been eating with some friends or something. Anyways, I had no service up there. So I'm coming down. Phone finally kicks into service. Boom, boom, boom. Like 15 texts. And they're all like, yo, are you going to Lucky? Are you going to Lucky? And I didn't even know he was coming in Lucky because I'm not plugged into shows like that. I barely go to them. But I've been wanting to go to a Lucky show since 2016. So I jumped at the opportunity. My homie said he knew him. So I was like, all right, bet I'll just link with you. And I link up with him. He's like, yeah, so I need you to come because he needs some perks. And I was like, okay, I have those, but, could have disclosed your ulterior motive before. So we wait for Lucky to pull up. We go get some food, get some pho, you know me. And he pulls up in this fucking black Suburban in the middle of the road, busy-ass Denver at this food spot we're at, just hops out. And he's like, yo, starts dapping us all up. And I was like, yo, you want a perk? He's like, yes, bro, I've been dying. So I gave him a 30. No charge, of course, because that's my guy. Don't worry, I get bread later. He's like, yeah, so I got to go do sound check and shit. But if y'all want to come to the show, like, give me your names and I'll put you down. So we gave him our names, la-di-da, wait for the show to start. And we go to my homie's house, smoke, get a little lit. And by the time we, realize, we're like, there's no way he goes on early. So we chill for a bit. And I get a call from my other homie. And he's like, yo, Lucky's on. Like, where are you? And I was like, what? And so I tell everyone, I'm like, yo, Lucky's on. And they're like, oh, shit. Luckily, this house that we were at was literally like 5 minutes away from the venue. So it wasn't that detrimental, but I did miss a lot of the show. So I hop in my own whip because they were taking a minute to decide who was going where and shit. And I didn't drink, so I was fine to drive. So boom, I skirt over and I go up to the little ticket guy, whatever. I was like, said my name. He's like, gives me a general admission ticket. I was like, no, it's supposed to be backstage. He's like, that's all I got for you. And I was like, okay. So I try hitting everybody up. No one's there. I don't see anyone. And so I walk up to the door and they're like, you need either your COVID vaccine thing to get in or you need a negative test and proof of it. And I was like, fuck, okay. And I thought I had my vaccine card because I do have one, but it just disappeared. I was like, oh, fuck. So I did what all 300 IQ people do. Go on Google, look up negative COVID test, download the image, show it to the guy. And he's like, yeah, y'all good to go. I was like, bet. So I walk in. This venue is pretty small. Like, I would say there's maybe like 150, 200 people there, but it was the hot. It felt like fucking hell. Like, I'm talking about, I walked in there and like, it was cold out. I had a tiny little jacket on, shorts, shoes. I wanted to take all that shit off by the time I was done in that shit. I was sweating so bad, fucking terrible, but I'm watching Lucky. I'm like, this could be worse. So, he plays like 4 or 5 songs, I think, while I was there, and then he gets off. I was like, oh, fuck, all right. So everyone else, who else was playing? Oh, yeah, it was Pierre Bourne. Pierre Bourne was also playing in Denver that day. So all the friends that I went there with who eventually showed up, like at the last 2 songs, were like, yo, we're going to go to Pierre. You want to come? And I was like, I'm going to try and see if I can link with this fool because I knew him and I shared similar interests. So I hit up people that I knew who knew Lucky. No one answered. And eventually, I just get a DM from Lucky, and he's like, yo, do you have any more perks? And I was like, yes, sir. And this was by the time, it had been so long since I was at that show, I had gone home, which is an hour drive. So I drive an hour back down, and he drives me to his hotel. I pull up. I walk in. The fucking hotel guy was like, we can't let you in unless you know, unless you're staying here, or, like, you have, like, a note or whatever. I was like, all right, whatever, I'll stay outside. So they come out. I sell Lucky some perks, get some bread, all that. And he's like, yo, we're going to go eat. You want to come? I was like, yeah, for sure. So it was just me, Lucky, and 2 of the guys. I think his tour manager and maybe his producer or something. We get in this, nice-ass Uber. I don't even know if it was an Uber. It might have been, like, some weird app. But we get in there. We're chopping it up, He said, he was like, you come to the show? I was like, yeah, bro, I did. He's like, whoa, I didn't even see you. I was like, it's cool. You probably wouldn't even recognize me. Anyways. He starts playing some unreleased, and I don't know how much I can talk about this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it was so good. It was, like, the best Lucky songs I've ever heard. And I don't know if that was because it was unreleased, good ass speakers in the car or whatever, but that shit was hitting. So, anyways, we drive around for, like, I'm not even kidding you, 45 minutes trying to find a place that was open, because at this point it was, like, 1, 2 a.m., and Colorado doesn't stay open for that long. So we're driving, and the driver's like, I know a breakfast spot that we could go to, and everyone's like, okay, cool. So we pull up. Not closed, dark as fuck, no lights on. Go up, try to open the door, doesn't open. We're like, so what do you want to do? And I get on my phone. I'm scrolling. I see one place that's open. It was called like Mary Joe's Pie Shop or something like that. It was a breakfast place. It was super similar to like Denny's and shit, but it was like family owned. So there was only one of them, you know? So we go up, same type shit that Denny has on the menu, you know, fucking waffles, eggs, bacon, French toast, all that shit. I was high at this point. So I ordered a waffle and some bacon. Fucking the dude next to me, Lucky's producer, ordered like 4 meals. And yeah, bro was going in. So we're sitting, chopping it up, really just talking about shit. And the girl I used to, I don't want to say date, but had a relationship with, was at the show. And they're like, yeah, she was talking about you a lot. I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, that's pretty much how she got in. She said, we thought you were with her. I was like, what? No way. So it's funny because after like 3 hours of chilling with him, this girl hits me up, and I had her blocked. So she found like a different phone to hit me up, which was weird as fuck. But anyways, I was just like, to get her to stop hitting me up, I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way. And that just never showed, which is mean. But, you know, I got to show boundaries at some point. So we're eating, having a good time. Lucky orders a little Sprite, drops a line into it, into like the fucking, you know, those like plastic cups that they have at like IHOP and shit. He dropped it in there. I'm like, don't you have to give that back? He's like, they're never going to know. I was like, okay, cool. I don't care. So we finish up eating. Food was like, all right. Lucky brings his lean. We go over, and like right as you're about to exit the door, there's like this little bakery display with all their shit, and those pies were looking like they were hitting. So we bought a pie, and we were just fucking eating it in the car ride home. And the driver was like, you better not make a mess. We're like, no, we're good, bro. Don't even worry about it. Don't even trip. So he drives us back another fucking hour. We must have spent 3 hours in the car. Like, no joke, just trying to get breakfast. Drive back to the hotel. It's like 3 or 4 a.m. at this point. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get home so late. They're like, you want to smoke? And I was like, yeah, I guess I'll smoke. So we go to Lucky's hotel room. He doesn't have his key card. We're like, fuck. So his tour manager has a key card in his room to Lucky's room. And he's like, he was like, all right, this girl just hit me up. And she said she has, I don't even know why he went to the girl's car. But he goes to this girl's car. And I follow his tour manager to their hotel. We go up, he grabs some weed, his hotel key, go back down. And we're walking, and it's like, I don't know if you guys know about like walking malls, but there's like, it looks like a street where cars would drive down, but it's just all shops where you can walk. And yeah, so we're walking down this walking mall, and fucking this girl that Lucky's with just straight drives over the curb and down to us to drop him off. I'm like, yo, this is not a road. And she's like, what? It looks like a road. And I was like, you're tripping. Like, you just could have, so lucky this wasn't broad day. You would have gotten so fucking arrested. So Lucky hops out. We go back up to his hotel room. Fucking, they got this pint of Quagan, bro, that I was like, oh, fuck, I want to buy some of that shit so bad. But I made it a point to never buy any more lean, at least at these prices. It's just not even worth it. That shit is ridiculous. So anyways, you know, sipping drink, smoking weed, doing perks, listening to music. Great night. I wish I had more stories, like, wish this was longer, but I really just pulled up, served dude, and got some food. But I hope this was a fun little one for you guys. I'm going to try and jump back into this YouTube shit. If it really helps if you guys could, you know, drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe, because that shit just shows me that people care about this. That's low-key the reason it took me so long to make this videos, because I thought that grand video of me coming back would do a little better. But that's probably the algorithm and shit. Anyways, hope you guys have a great Halloween. I love you all. Thank you so much.